What makes Blue Box brilliant? Try saying that 10 times. Nothing really stood out about this manga at first glance, even at a third or seventh glance. Instead of immortal gods fucking and killing, everyone turns into Fanta! Blue Box just seems like another high school romance series about a badminton boy and a basketball girl. But hey, I'm calling it very cool, epic, please read. So of course, I think there's a lot of heart in this series, beyond the surface of one of the most fun and entertaining manga I've read in a while. Realistic dialogue, great comedy, brisk pacing. Holy shit, the art is so good. What in the fuck? Anyways, let's dive in. Get it? You know, because of the... I fucking hate this title. Romance manga take a lot of approaches to the lovey-dovey thing. The most conventional way probably starts with the characters befriending, which gradually evolves into romantic feelings. But you can also subvert that to make a great comedy, or give up! But Blue Box tackles a different kind of romance narrative, the crush. It's more of a story about Taiki's gigantic crush on Chinatsu than the process of them ending up together. Yes, anime bullshit shortened their distance pretty significantly, and looking at the direction the manga's going, they'll definitely get together, which is when my life will be finally granted meaning. But I kinda don't want it to do that, because of how well written Taiki's crush on Chinatsu is. We obviously see how much Taiki simps over her in really adorable ways, but we also see how Taiki's feelings of attraction and admiration motivates him to get better at badminton, for his own personal love for the sport, as well as becoming a good match for Chinatsu. Taiki trying to impress his crush kind of gives me secondhand cringe, remembering all the times I tried to do that. But seeing it so earnestly portrayed here does illustrate how beautiful it can be to have a crush, to have a source of motivation like that. So maybe I wasn't that cringe back then. Who am I kidding? That's not even it, because when Taiki's crush literally moves in with him, he's got a lot of thinking to do. Taiki can easily confess his feelings, but he chooses not to do so, because considering Chinatsu's reason for moving in, going for the nationals while her family is abroad, Taiki can't be so selfish as to make her experience in his household awkward, in case she rejects him. This might seem pretty minor, but it's a great perpetuating pattern that shows how considerate and mature Taiki is, and how their relationship manages to be equal, despite one side, at the start, then, she gets, having different intentions. So their interactions are given breathing ground to be, an actual human connection, instead of stuck in do you wanna fuck me limbo. It might be frustrating for certain fans who actually want to see them fuck.
What the fuck is this?
What? What?
What the fuck is this?
It's manga.
But I still appreciate this decision. I can go on about the romance for much longer. I can also talk about how great Chono is, how great the senpai couple is. I can also make a chapter by chapter commentary, which I literally did in a version of the script. Send help! But my thoughts of them never go beyond the functional parts of a story area, which means it's boring. So instead, I'm gonna talk about the aspect that moved me the most, the thing all characters effectively bond over: sports. Kinda weird dividing the romance and the sports in Blue Box, since they are so intertwined with each other. The characters' passion for their sport is a large part of their lives, and a common language for the whole cast, which means kiss, kiss, kiss. However, I also really like the way that passion gets explored. It's not groundbreaking or subversive, but just like everything else in this manga, earnest and genuine. I came into the summer with a lot of goals. I wanted to grow my channel, get fit, and learn new skills, which is why Blue Box came in the perfect time for me. This manga nails at being a story about goal-driven people doing goal-driven things. Taiki's never give up attitude probably wouldn't have hit me as hard a while ago, but right now, hearing him say, even if I don't have what it takes, I'm still free to strive for it. This brings an enormous smile to my face. But sports is not only Taiki's passion, it's also a competition. And Taiki was soon educated on how cruel the court can be, brutally losing to an opponent. This leads to probably my favorite set of chapters so far. I really expected him to have a full emotional breakdown because of course, anime dramatizes everything. But he gets interrupted by midterms. Can relate. But even after that, instead of making a big deal of the loss in some dumb way, we see how he processes that loss. Initially affirming that obviously, his spirit is not going to be crushed so easily, but still showing how emotions of doubt slowly creeped on Taiki, making him question if his goal of getting to the nationals is shooting too high, which is a lot more realistic and compelling. As Taiki's being a sad boy, however, it is none other than Chinatsu that comes to the rescue, and instead of cheering him on because waifu,
My waifu.
she just talks with him and gives him some insight into her perspective, which her longer experience in sports shaped, saying that if she didn't have such a lofty goal, she wouldn't be the first one in the gym every morning, and if you have a drive to do something big, you have to savor it. Again, It is not life lessons that will blow your mind and propel it to the stratosphere, but its really down-to-earth approach still manages to be interesting and gripping. Obviously, the ethos of Blue Box doesn't stop there. The characters constantly reflect on their shortcomings in the same realistic rumination as the previous examples, and come out the other side new and improved, largely because of their determination, but also the people around them, who besides all the romantic stuff, just want to see each other succeed and thrive. Did I forget to mention I love every single one of these people? So basically, I like Blue Box because it's a really good, unique romance, but also because it's not a romance. Just go fucking read it.